Welcome to Crow and Klein, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I have the Enchanter for Hoxa Tarot today, and our card of focus is the High Priestess. I love this card. It's all about working in the shadows, working with the mystical, magical, intuition, dreams, all of that good stuff, right? So this High Priestess energy creates an atmosphere that supports quiet and patience. Okay. And you can really sense that influence when you take that extra moment before reacting, right? Just take a pause, take a breath before figuring out what to do next, okay? Like this is the feeling you get when you sort of sit back and allow events to just play out without feeling the need to get involved. That is sort of that spell cast on you by the High Priestess energy, okay? Whether or not you see it or understand it, you have this High Priestess within you. So when we encounter the High Priestess during a reading, or as today, like our card of focus, it's time to quiet your mind and go inward and trust your gut. This is about your intuition. It's not time to react off the cuff or jump into a situation without consideration. If you get a funny feeling about a person or an event or a situation or whatever, check in with your higher self. Check in with your High Priestess, the one that you carry with you. And just understand that High Priestess is hanging around and waiting for you just to acknowledge your gift of intuition. Okay, so this energetic card of focus today is really about trusting your gut and understanding that you do have this High Priestess within you. Okay? It's very, very important for something, whether it's a person or a situation right now. This is why this is coming up for you. All right, today I'm using the Daydream Tarot, and we're going to do a quick little check-in for you. I hope you're all doing well. It is a beautiful day. Happy to be with you on your journey. I really, really appreciate you showing up. Thank you for helping me grow my channel. Slow and steady wins the race. I appreciate it. Yeah, and super honored to be able to bring you this message today. So there's something in your realm, in your orbit, in your world, in your bubble, whatever you want to call it, that you are being asked to trust your intuition about. Okay? Let's find out what's going on here. Well, first of all, you are completing a cycle. So this may be that last little hurdle before you reach the finish line, right? Typically, our world cycles are about gaining wisdom, learning lessons, gaining information. Did I say that already? And moving forward onto your next journey, sort of light and free, right? Getting rid of everything that doesn't align with us, carrying with us the things that are most important, and beginning a new journey. Now, the World card also allows us a pause to give ourselves a little pat on the back for doing the hard work, right? So, completing a cycle. In your energy, funny, we have the Four of Wands. So yeah, this is a card of achievement. You've crossed a finish line. It's a milestone marker. Some people believe it to be a marriage card. Some people, like I said, believe it's a milestone marker. You know, like you went to school and you wanted to graduate, you graduated. You met somebody, you wanted to get married, you got married. You had a goal of a specific job, and you've achieved it, right? So it is a card of celebration. It is a card of freedom. It also has that energy of pausing from trying to influence your outcomes, from having expectations, from, trying to sort of force a flow of a situation, right? or manipulate something to get what we want. This is a card of celebrating without any of those things, without worrying about anything. There's no worry here. Now, typically in a traditional tarot deck, the people will leave the castle walls and go out in the middle of the open, right? Without protection, and like dance and celebrate and have fun, and they're not worried about not being within the protective walls of the castle. So this is the freedom we're talking about. Now, this is in your energy. So you have achieved something. You have accomplished something. Celebrate, okay? Keep in mind the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this is a card of mastery as well. You've mastered some sort of skill, but you're meant to keep going with it. Don't stop. Sometimes it's also about taking what it is that you've mastered, whatever those skills are, and applying it to other areas in your life that you may be struggling with, right? Regardless, this is about keep doing the work, okay? You're completing a cycle. You're not quite there yet. In your energy, you're like, woohoo, but there's still a little bit of something left to do. That's where this High Priestess energy is coming in. You're going to know it when you see it, and it may be some little thing. It may be something not so little. I don't feel like it's going to be a huge thing. You're too close to that finish line. But it may be a little test. I feel like that's what this is. It's going to be a little bit of a test. Yeah, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, now the Five of Cups is sorrow and loss, but it's also a card of leaving, right? So, remember I talked about, we have to sort of when, we're completing a cycle, we do have to let go of things that do not align with us anymore. That's just the nature of life, okay? Things change. And maybe that's what this is about. Now, the Five of Cups, the fives are breakthrough energy. So you may be leaving some sorrow behind, right? As you're moving out of this cycle into the next. Trust your gut. You're going to know what it is. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody, okay? In your energy, we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, this was a rough cycle for you. Okay? And if you know me, I love the Nine of Wands. It's a hard card because it shows your struggles. But you've also collected a lot of wisdom from that. And it's also a card of establishing really healthy boundaries and understanding that, yes, you do need support and you know who you can call upon for that support, but also you know that you can find that inner strength to support yourself as well. Okay. Healthy boundaries are really, really important here. It's funny. This week has been all about healthy boundaries. Crazy. Now that thing, the thing with the Nine of Wands too is this incredible resilience. Like you cannot keep the Nine of Wands down. You knock a Nine of Wands down, they're going to get right back up and keep coming at you. Or keep moving forward towards what it is that they're trying to get, where they're trying to go. Whatever their goal, dreams, desires, whatever. You cannot stop that Nine of Wands. Ever. Under that Eight of Pentacles, we have the Temperance card. So, yep, moderation. Stay calm. Stay calm. Don't get too crazy. Don't get too apathetic. Understand where you are and the situation around you. This card talked about how it feels when you sort of sit back and allow things to unfold without getting involved, right? This is that kind of energy. This is also divine timing. So this is going to happen. It's going to happen. This is all going to happen. You're completing a cycle. So just stay calm. You're going to be fine. You have the high priestess within you. We all have the high priestess within us. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Excuse me. We have the One of Cups, which is the Ace. So this is a new beginning. It's funny because this guy looks really worried here. But it is a new beginning in love and relationships. Maybe he's just startled, like, what? I get that now? But it is a new beginning in love, relationships, magic, fun, right? So you're going to be leaving behind some of the sadness because and making room for the next thing. There's something much better coming. Much better coming. In your energy is the King of Swords. Yeah, so intelligence, logic, strategy. I'm more drawn to logic. So it's okay to be logical in this situation. It's okay to be logical and use your critical thinking as you're moving forward. It's okay to strategize, right? But let's not forget to use that intuition, to trust your intuition. Sometimes the King of Swords can kind of forget about that, right? Because they're all about being in the real world, and you know, they can do anything just with their mind powers, but not like the High Priestess mind powers, but like, you know, strategy. This is kind of where you are now as well, and I think that this is really to remind you to trust your inner High Priestess, trust your gut, trust your intuition with whatever this situation, person, event is that's coming for you, or not coming for you, but it's coming into your orbit. It's your last little, like I said, it could be a test. It could be to test you to see. You know, you do have this Nine of Wands in the center here of your reading. It might be coming into sort of test where you are. If you actually learned what you were supposed to learn. If you actually, you know, set those healthy boundaries the way that you were supposed to. If you actually can ask for help if you need it. So it could be any of these things, right? And, excuse me, and we have the Two of Cups. So, yeah, this is a soulmate connection. It feels like sort of once you sort of complete this last little thing, you have this really important person coming into your world. They're going to help you on this next leg of your journey. Now, yes, they can. It can absolutely be a loving, not loving. All relationships are loving. Well, not all, but what am I trying to say? It can definitely be a romantic partnership, romantic relationship, but it can also be a lot of other different kinds of relationships. Right? So regardless of who this person is and how they show up in your life, they're really, really important for you on this next leg of this journey. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Let's take a look. Yeah. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay, walking away. It's leaving the old for the new. Taking with you what you can carry, taking the things that are most important and leaving everything else behind, right? And that's okay. That's what we do, right? We got to do it. We have the Seven of Cups. You're walking towards a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities. This is what is awaiting you in the next leg of your journey. You have this loving connection coming in. You have all these opportunities. You have this new beginning with relationships, love, magic, fun, all of that. Yeah, but there's one little thing. I don't want you to forget. There's one little thing one little hurdle that you have to get across here. And I do really feel like energetically, this is just the cosmos, the universe, the whatever, sort of testing you a little bit. Okay. All right, that is your message for today. I want to thank everyone so much for showing up. Please hit that thumbs up button if this resonated with you. Share with your besties if it makes you think of anyone. Subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And I will see you next time.